You say I came out the womb with a silver spoon in my mouth, as if my career was handed to me, it wasn't thought out. Like every move was a plan with precision pondered about. What the fuck is you talking? I should've gone in your mouth. Dog, I started this shit at the bottom, nothing was given. That's a given, I guess, but I guess I never could give in. Motherfuckers would sit in and listen what I had written. A white boy making beats from off a table in prison. I ain't ask anybody for shit, I fought for position. Battled 3 people all at one time and I whipped them. Pretty soon the respect and the reputation had risen. Don't fuck with them, or you'll become a lyrical victim. I studied Webster's, soaked up every word, became fatal. Murdered every competitor like I'm King killing Abel. Made a couple of albums and formed the underground label, but I never will forget my first day at that table. Looking back at everything that I've laid, not for myself, but keeping my people stable. Impossible as it seems, believe it or not, this dream, it started with the table. Looking back at everything that I've laid, not for myself, but mostly the record label. Impossible as it seems, believe it or not, this dream, it started with the table. This dream, it started with the table. Looking back on that day now, I never imagined the gravity of the situation or what it's impacting. How it grew from a hobby into an undying passion. Every stroke of the pen was momentum, giving it traction. Fatal attraction. I ain't one for dramatics, but I'd be lying if I said denying it. I'm an addict. Every girl that I had through an album's writing gets tragic. Couldn't break the cycle, guess I'm just a creature of habit. I gotta have it. Man, but what's a life without pain? And what's a rap song without a starving artist to drain? Soaking up everything he's saying like it got in your veins. Now you're addicted, afflicted as if it sits in your brain. Now you gotta do something. You sick of watching the skies, doing nothing while everybody around you just dies. Shit, at least I'm attempting to dream for those on the grind. What's worse, going at this shit and failing or never trying? Looking back at everything that I've laid, not for myself, but keeping my people stable. Impossible as it seems, believe it or not, this dream, it started with the table. Looking back at everything that I've laid, not for myself, but mostly the record label. Impossible as it seems, believe it or not, this dream, it started with the table. This dream, it started with the table. Look at this, first class tickets to London, a world tour. Sitting wondering how it all came from nothing. Add up all the drugs and the buzzing, together doesn't still equal the way you hit. I should've had a concussion. Fans by the hundreds of thousands screaming my name. A tidal wave of bees in the crowd, man, this shit's insane. CEO of Underground, it's a name that'll never change. And everyone who started it with me remains the same. Besides the bank account and I guess a couple of chains, nothing's changed except the Explorer, now it's a range gauge. Is this a new leaf turning over a page? It feels like last night it was butter and rice for days. Hey, it keeps me grounded, reminding me who I was, who I still am, I guess, so I guess it kinda does. So whenever I'm walking into a club and see a table, I think, look where I am from where I was. Looking back at everything that I've laid, not for myself, but keeping my people stable. Impossible as it seems, believe it or not, this dream, it started with the table. Looking back at everything that I've laid, not for myself, but mostly the record label. Impossible as it seems, believe it or not, this dream, it started with the table. This dream, it started with the table. Ha!